What is going on, brothers? What is going on? It is your dude, Mr. International Passport, here again for yet another classic video. First and foremost, brothers, before you watch the video any further, please hit that like button. Likes are very important. Please make sure you comment in this video below and let me know what you thought about it. And please support me by copying the merch, joining the Patreon for more intel on foreign women, traveling and IT. And of course, hit the PayPal, and please hit the super chats when I go live. So let's get straight into it, brothers. So the title of this video is called is Japan the best country in Asia for passport bros? Or it could be called why passport bros should move to Japan right now. I'm going to list a couple details and a couple notes why that is, okay? So the first point I want to make in this video is respect. All right, in Japan, passport bros are given a lot of respect. Passport bros, meaning brothers, black men, you will get a lot of respect from the Japanese locals. If you're respectful towards them, they will give you respect, and in many cases they will respect you first, okay? And all you have to do is respect them back. They really respect black men being passport bros. We have a good image out there, okay? Particularly if you're educated, if you have your head screwed on straight, the respect you get is amazing. People will say thank you to you, people will say hello to you, people will nod your head at you, people will say goodbye to you when you leave the shops. The respect and the acceptance of passport bros here in Japan is incredible. Now, when I compare that to the West, obviously we don't get enough respect in America, in the UK, in Canada, and other Western countries. But in Japan, it's a complete different dynamic. All right, they respect brothers out there. If you're a clean-cut brother, if you dress well, if you're a well-mannered passport bro, the respect is through the roof. And to me, respect is very important when I'm traveling to different countries. I would hate for the locals to have any preconceptions about me because I'm black or whatever. Take me as an individual, as to how I move, and respect me as to how I respect you. And Japan and Japanese people do that very well, brothers. The second point I want to make in this video is the IT tech scene, okay? As you know me, I push IT towards brothers on this channel. IT gives you freedom. IT gives you the flexibility to work in any country you want to while paying you a great salary. And that's why I'm pushing you brothers to book a consultation with me and join the Patreon for ongoing mentorship within IT. But for the purposes of this video, brothers, the IT tech scene in Tokyo, Japan is huge. They need people out there, okay? Tokyo, Japan, and certain areas in Japan are looking for people. And if you are skilled in certain aspects of IT, you stand a great chance working there. The job scene has an abundance of jobs, and that's what passport bros want, okay? And even better, Japan has a lot of international companies. So in many cases, you might get hired by an American company or by a German company, and they'll pay you in dollars or in euros, or you might get hired by an English company and they'll pay you in pounds while you're living in Japan, okay, which is awesome. As we all know, the currency in England, America, is a lot more stronger than the Japanese yen. So the IT tech scene is exactly what passport bros should be pushing towards to. And Japan offers that kind of scene, and it offers that kind of job market for passport bros. That's a very great point that I had to make in this video. The next point I want to make, brothers, is the point of safety. So Japan has been known to be a very safe country through word of mouth that I've spoke to. And me experiencing that in Japan, I can confirm that they are absolutely correct. I am very huge about safety. I believe safety is important when you're a passport bro, and there is no safer country than Japan that I've currently experienced my travels so far. Japan is incredibly safe, and we come from neighborhoods in the West where it's dangerous. You can't go out at night, you gotta avoid certain spots. In Japan, that's hardly the case. Yes, there's some spots that are sketchy, but nothing compared to what we experience in America and in the UK. Japan is a very, very safe country as a passport bro. You can be walking around at nights at 2 a.m, 4 a.m, no one will bother you. You ain't got to worry about some craziness happening. That's how safe it is. And as I mentioned before, safety is very important to me, and it should be important to you passport bros. The ability to be free, do what you want without the fear of anything happening to you is exactly what we want in the country we are considering remote working in with our IT skills. Japan is completely safe, right? It is one of the most safest countries in the entire world, and probably the safest country in the whole of Asia, if I'm not mistaken, brothers. You want that safety, you want that assurance, you want that protection, and you're looking for that in Asia, look no further than Japan. When I say it's a very safe country, it is safe, brothers. Probably has one of the lowest crime rates in the entire world. That's how safe it is. And as passport bros, safety should be high up on our list to countries we want to travel to, move to, find a girlfriend there, find a wife there, and of course work there as well. The next point I want to make, brothers, is the point of infrastructure. What do I mean by infrastructure? I'm talking about how developed the places, the country is. Are there trains there? Public transportations? How convenient it is, etc., etc. Japan is a very developed country. The infrastructure is amazing. So let me give you a couple examples here, brothers. The trains come on time, right? They've got a fantastic subway, right? The underground subway is probably some of the best I've seen in my travels so far. Comes on time, is well developed. They even have TV screens on there showing adverts on the screens. Something I've not seen before. All right, it's just that advanced there in the underground subway system. It will take you anywhere around Tokyo if you're a huge underground subway fan. They've got a fast train called the Shinkansen that can take you to any city in Japan, or most cities in Japan, via the high speed trains, which is called the Shinkansen, right? When we talk about transportation, you don't need a car if you're working in Tokyo. You don't need a car if you're working in Osaka, right? Which are probably the biggest cities you're going to be working there as a passport bro, all right? If I'm not mistaken, right? So the public transportation is brilliant, okay? The infrastructure on that part is amazing. The bus is also amazing too. Clean. The city is clean. The trains are clean. It is a very clean country, and the cities across Japan are super clean, okay? You will hardly see any bins there, okay? No garbage bins there at all. You take your rubbish back home and you throw it in your garbage bin at home, okay? That's how clean they take their society. Now, when I talk about convenience, brothers, I'm talking about our shops open 24/7. If I'm hungry, if I'm thirsty, can I leave my spot at 2:30 a.m., all right, and find somewhere to eat and to buy food or buy drinks, right? Japan is the best country at that I've experienced that so far, all right? You can wake up at 4 a.m., have no food in the fridge, and then there's a spot called 7-Elevens, okay, that's open 24/7, 365 days, if I'm not mistaken, right? And you just leave your apartment, go and buy what you want, and come back at 4 a.m. in the night. That's not happening in the UK. Okay, shops close at 11, at 10:30, 9:30, but in Japan it's so convenient. Shops are open 24/7. It is incredible. Nothing I've ever experienced before. Okay, so when I speak about infrastructure, I think it's probably the best, one of the best in the world, probably the best in Asia, if I'm not mistaken. The infrastructure in Japan is where brothers need to experience in person, man. The next point I want to make, brothers, is the point of food. I take food very important. We all love food. We need food to live. And even though we need food to live, the food must taste good, right? Whew, where do I even begin? Japanese food is incredible, tasty, fulfilling, diverse in the options you can have to eat. Okay, if you're not a seafood fan, you got chicken, right? Karaage, yakiniku, you got rice, you got onigiris. Man, the diversity of food in Japan, right, will never leave you lacking. Okay, the Japanese cuisines are incredible. And if you're in Tokyo, Japan, there's also international food options. When I was there, I saw African restaurants, I saw Turkish restaurants, I saw Middle Eastern restaurants, Italian restaurants. If you want pizza, whatever, right? Tokyo gives you that diversity of food options. But if you solely love Japanese food, yeah, you want to be in Japan and you want to eat the Japanese food. The Japanese food in Japan is off the chain. Okay, rice and curry, rice and chicken, okay, yakiniku, onigiris. Brothers, it is an abundance of options. Okay, food is very important, right? You want to be in a country as a passport bro where the food will always leave you happy and satisfied. Japanese food and the options you have in Japan to buy foods of other countries, wow, will leave you astonished and shocked as to how good it is. So don't worry about food. Japan will not leave you lacking on the food aspect as a passport bro, right? Again, Japan continues to exceed expectations, right? Let's carry on to the next point. The next point I want to make is the cost of living point. Money is very important, and that's why I'm pushing brothers towards the IT space. Not only will you get paid well, the flexibility is there, the freedom's there. But if you're a passport bro coming from America and the UK, Canada, and any other Western country, you are definitely concerned about the cost of living. I can confirm that Japan is probably, right, especially when you bring your dollars and your pounds over, it will seem cheap to you, brothers. It will seem cheap to you. The food is cheap. Public transportation is cheap, right? I looked at some rental prices in Japan. If you have a budget, looking for a 1-bedroom spot, a studio spot, and you got dollars and pounds, you're gonna like the offers and deals they have for you. Okay, you can definitely do Japan, Tokyo, Japan, Osaka, Japan on a good budget that will not leave you scraping and struggling like some people are in the West currently. The rent prices, the cost of living, the food in the UK right now is crazy. Okay, a lot of people don't have nothing to do afterwards. They have no cash left after paying all their bills, right? If you manage your money properly, if you get paid well, you can potentially live like a king in Japan, particularly if you're earning dollars or pounds. That goes very far in Japan, brothers, all right? So the cost of living isn't something to be worried about. Yes, there are some spots in Tokyo that are super expensive, But why would you want to go for those spots? You can live a normal, average life without struggling, get around the city, have fun, entertainment easily on a reasonable budget. How do you want to do that? Reach out to me for a consultation on my calendar or join the Patreon for ongoing mentorship. All right. The last point is the point that you probably all been waiting for, right? And that's the woman. If I'm a passport bro and I'm considering moving to a country to work there for a bit or move there permanently, I need to make sure the women are cooperative, are pleasant, are feminine, are coachable. Basically the complete opposite of American, UK and other Western women. I don't want to be dealing with UK type chicks in a foreign country. That defeats the whole purpose of being a passport bro and traveling. I can confirm that Japanese women are the complete opposite of English women and American women. They are 100 times better and 100 times miles ahead. They are easy to speak to, easy to approach. They are cooperative. They are kinder. They are more happier than Western women. They completely blow Western women out the water in Japan. Not only that, Japanese women dress so good. These women are some of the best dressed women I have ever seen in my entire life. They dress so well, so modest, they blow Western women out the water. Western women should be ashamed. UK women, American women, they should be ashamed of themselves. Okay? Shout out to Japanese women for being feminine, being submissive, being cooperative, and of course being coachable. These are women that you can get on your plan. They are completely coachable. Be a man, be masculine, hold frame. Very, very important. Also, it's very important for me to mention this, brothers. Japanese women are checking heavy for brothers. They are checking heavy for black men. They love black men. All right. So if you're a brother that is interested in Japanese women or in Asian women, you gotta hit up Japan in Asia. All I ask is don't be a Puke and Ray Ray. Go out there to find a girlfriend and a wife. Okay? It's very important as passport bros we have that mentality to find a girlfriend and a wife and make family with these women. Very important. Japan is one of the few countries in Asia where the women are receptive towards black men. Okay? They like brothers. So don't ruin it. Don't be rude. Don't be disrespectful. Go out there and present a good image for brothers like me and other brothers. That's what I've done. Okay? That's what I'm doing. And that's what I want brothers to take my advice and be the right thinking passport bro and be respectful. So that ends this video. I do believe that so far Japan is the best country in Asia for passport bros to move to, particularly brothers, right? Black men. And I also do believe that black men should move to Japan. Okay, so let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Please like the video, please make sure you comment, please hit the PayPal for support, please cop my merch, and definitely join the Patreon if you want more intel on Japanese women, Japan, other countries, IT talk, and of course book a consultation with me on my calendar for an IT consultation. And of course, man, join the Patreon to get on my IT mentorship plan. I'm International Passport, and I will see you brothers on my next video. Peace out, brothers.